it feels creepy. Maybe Puffy's not in that category, but he is I think, something to study in us about what our proclivities are and our tolerance for this kind of behavior. And again, 70 million plus people thought it was okay to put an adjudicated sex offender, cheater, liar, 34-time convicted felon in the White House. This might be American culture, but should it be? And is it your culture? Is it our culture?
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
Let's go to Jay in the DMV area. Welcome, Jay.
Hey, Karen, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Karen, first and foremost, the video of Sean was terrible. But here's the one thing I think nobody has mentioned.
What? Wait, hold on, Jay. Which video?
The video of Sean, I'm sorry, of Diddy, of Cassie, that was terrible.
Oh, the one where he's kicking and pummeling her in the hallway in his towel?
Yes, that was absolutely terrible. There's no excuse for that. But here's the question. Could he have some mental problems that allows him to act in such a manner? Has anybody questioned whether something's wrong with him? Or do they just...
Does it matter? Does it matter?
Sorry,
like, I feel like making that claim that something's wrong with him still does not abdicate us from holding him accountable. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to not hold him accountable. I'm just saying that to try to demonize him in reference to just saying he's just terrible, in the same way that they say Cassie is something that allows her to keep staying. Is there something wrong with him that allows him to do what he did? Yes, I'm sure he's hurt people. Something's wrong with R. Kelly. Something's wrong with something's wrong with Trump. Something's wrong with Trump. But what I'm saying is, where's the line drawn in the community as far as like that's unacceptable behavior? You're gonna have to do better, or else we're not gonna give you the key to the city. You're not gonna get the key to the city and all of these deals because look, Australia just revoked Kanye West, stripped him of his visa. Like he's like, they're like, we don't want you here. Australia, the entire country. The Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke revealed that Kanye had been traveling to Australia for years, where his wife of 3 years, Bianca Sensori, was born. Her family lives in Melbourne. But Heil Hitler, which came out in May, promotes Nazism. They got problems there. They don't want the problems. They said he's been coming here for a long time. He's got family here, and he's made a lot of offensive comments that my officials looked at again once he released Heil Hitler, and he no longer has a valid visa in Australia. We don't want him here. That's how you stand on business. No, you cannot come here. Australia has had a spate of anti-Semitism since the attacks, Hamas, on October 7th, 2023, and they've drawn a line. Can we draw a line? And I'm not saying stop listening to Biggie and Total and Faith. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, can we draw a line as a community that not only was that horrible, is unacceptable, and as a result, we're not inviting you to the cookout. No, we're not celebrating you. You're not getting an award, lifetime achievement, where you get to bring. No, Jay, still there?
Accountable when you pay $30 million. Isn't that being held accountable for what he did?
30 million? No, it's not. That money that he paid for his actions to Cassie has nothing to do with what our standards are as a community.
Talking about Cassie alone. I'm saying when people said he's not held accountable for what he did to Cassie, he paid the $30 million.
30 million is $30 to him.
No. Maybe before the tequila deal, but right now, 30 million is 30 million. Come on, Karen.
And so
that's being held accountable.
All right, hit it. So you're saying the money that's good enough. Nothing to see here. All's forgiven. That's what you're saying, Jay?
Held accountable by paying $30 million. To
Yeah,
say he's not being held accountable,
yeah, I don't agree with that.
You can't say that.
I don't agree. Yeah, I just said it. I don't think that's accountable. That's accountable to those actions, to those people. Has nothing to do with what I'm saying right now. I'm having a larger conversation. I'm having a higher vibrational conversation. I think you can catch up. I think you can. 866. I'm going to let you sit on that. But this is not that. But thank you for calling, Mildred in DC. Appreciate you. Hi.
Hi, Karen. I was just calling because you was talking about health and Diddy. I want to talk about health part. I'm going to tell you something. People do not believe. I'm 64. You can heal things in your body. I had 2 pinched nerve damage in my back. That's how I got rid of the pain. I wasn't even taking medication, and I was a 10 in pain for 4 years. I took bay leaves, lime juice, and got the pain out my back. Moringa in my leg, got that out of there. My blood pressure down. I don't have high blood pressure anymore. I just think that when it comes to iron, I was low on iron too. So I was going to tell you, I don't take the pills, but if you want to cook, use some iron skillets.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that too, but I think people should go to the doctor. I think they should get their numbers. I think they should get everything checked, all of their vessels and organs. And I think that people should follow good doctors' advice. And while, as Dr. Sunyata said, don't come to me if you have an infection talking about, do you have a T for this? No, go get you some antibiotics. And then we could talk about the infection after you get the infection up out of your body. But yeah, I think, it's this and that. I think we should do all of the things, holistic and allopathic, because allopathic medicine comes from herbs. Medicine and poison is just about dosage. So yeah, I think we can cure ourselves. I think the body is meant to heal, which is why we have to sleep. It's the one time that the body gets to regenerate, which is why we should be fasting, with doctor's approval, of course. But that 16, those intermittent fasting allows the body's cells to regenerate, right? You're not constantly putting it on notice. Yeah, I think we can do all of the things, and I think we should. And we should drink more water and mind our business more as well. But what's the second thing, Miss Mildred?
Yes, and one more thing I want to talk about. P. Diddy and that guy on the phone, they from New York. They believe in abusing people. They think giving some money to heal a person mentally and a woman being abused, they trying to think giving money is going to cover up all the abuse and the things that they doing in the record industry. And all his friends, they knew about it. That's why they were staying quiet. Kevin Hart, all of them was involved in there, watching them.
Mildred, we all knew about it. It wasn't a secret, is the point that I'm making. We all were in on a thing that we all knew and heard about. Most of us, you can lie to yourself and say you didn't know, but you knew in your heart. And Jay was from the DMV, maybe by way of New York, because he did have a little Brooklyn kind of thing. But I don't know. I don't know if he was from New York or not, but he was calling from the DMV. And I do think there is a knee-jerk reaction to defend somebody like that. And while Jay may not think he was defending him, he was, because paying out money for harm or to keep people quiet, hush money. We have a president that paid money to a porn star to keep her quiet from talking about his toadstool dick and all of the other stuff he was doing. We're in, again, a depraved space. And I think, do we want to be healed? Because that requires a standard from all of us. It's not just about Diddy and Cosby. And yeah, I still watch A Different World. I love A Different World. I still think it's classic and iconic. And Cosby, The Cosby Show, and Fat Albert, and all of the things that he put into the world that was good. And I'm also leaning into chewing up the meat and spitting out the bones, even with the music. But R. Kelly, the music was telling the story. So it's really hard when his mind is telling him no, but his body's telling him yes. When you know it, the story. It's hard singing that. You remind me of my Jeep. All of that, like, it's it feels creepy. Maybe Puffy's not in that category, but he is I think something to study in us about what our proclivities are and our tolerance for this kind of behavior. And again, 70 million plus people thought it was okay to put an adjudicated sex offender, cheater, liar, 34-time convicted felon in the White House. This might be American culture, but should it be? And is it your culture? Is it our culture?
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.